Hey guys, so I wanted to show you how I curl my hair with the wand because I always get asked questions, how do I curl my hair? But I already did half of my head. This is on, I washed my hair early yesterday morning, I worked out last night, I worked out this morning, and then I went to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So what I do, just to let you, because I'm just going to show you this side of my head, and I already did the bottom, but I have wavy hair. When I work out, when I go to bed, I tie my hair up in a loose top knot. I'll leave my bangs down. If you don't have bangs, no worries. I cut bangs a couple weeks ago, and then I trimmed them the other day. But when I go to bed, I tie my hair on top of my head. I twist just like this, nothing fancy. And then I just keep wrapping around and I tuck underneath. Now if you're like, there's no way my hair is going to stay like that, which mine will. But when I sleep, I'm like a beast when I sleep. I would also tie this in. I just secure it with an elastic, right? So no big deal. So because I have probably a good amount of sweat in my hair, but also the right hair products before I blow dry my hair is going to stay. So the reason why I'm curling my hair on a Thursday night is because, and I'm going to show you, I can show you the products, or I can message you with the products I use, or maybe like what would be best for your hair, because as we all know, my hair's probably not the same as yours, or maybe for some of you it is, and I can definitely help you with some of those hair products. So just message me on that or leave me a comment below. And I use multiple products because in a very specific layering process. So just to make sure that it lasts for a couple days, because I don't want to curl my hair and then it not last. But I'm curling my hair because we're doing a goal setting webinar with my coaches and the girls in the From Misfit to Misfit group. And I figured I wouldn't look like a hot mess on video. I'll post it to YouTube too. If you want that video, also comment below and I'll just message you the link once we're done if you want in on that. And if you're in the Misfit group, we're gonna go live in the Misfit group, so you'll be there. All right, so I've already done this, and I kind of like a messy curl. I don't want something like super specific, and I don't want something super formal because that's not what I'm looking for. That's not like an everyday curl for me. I'm not super fancy, but again, like I said, I'm just gonna show you quick now, and I will show you the hairspray I use. Dang, I only have 10% battery. Okay, so the first thing I did was go from my ears down, and I curled the hair down here. I just pinned that up with like the same top knot that I just showed you. And the main thing that you need to know right now, so if I were to secure this, I just part this into two, and then I'm going to do two sections, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, so 2 each side. I curled the rest of my head. I'm going to show you on this side, so I'm going to show you how I did it on this side, just so that you're not here forever. Cool? And I don't have a lot of hair. I just like the look of having a lot of hair. You understand? So I don't have a lot of hair. It's fine. Again, I like the facade of it. The number one thing you need to know is you have to switch hands. So your curling iron isn't going to stay in the same hand. When I am on, this is my left side. I don't know what the camera angle is for you, but it doesn't matter. So if this is my left side, I'm gonna use my right hand. I'm gonna point down, right? And then I'm gonna take a section. I'll recurl this section. I'm gonna take a section pointing down and wrap around. Now, one of the things I want you to know, and I'm gonna show you the technique on the other side, is because I like more of a messy curl, I actually don't wrap the full bottom. I don't wrap it like right around, and I'll show you that on the other side. Okay, so now on this side, I have to switch. So when I go to switch, I already have the bottom layer done, so that means I know that I have my back layer and then my top layer, and then I'm really specific as to what I want it to look like around my face. That's the important part, right? Because the rest of the curls you can make more messy, but around your face you kind of have to be a little bit more specific. And if you start curling your hair in different directions on one side or the other, and see how this is sticking out? You can just like iron that out. Cool, there you go. And then I'll show you what I do to like fluff it up in a second. So I'm going to go from at an angle, right? So my temple down to my ear. I'm going to grab this front spot. One thing that people do all the time, right? That people do all the time is dog ear. So instead, just like on the other side, I'm going to grab, come down, wrap around, nothing specific, and I'm just going to keep wrapping. Notice how I'm not wrapping from the bottom. All right, and then the very ends, I'm just going to kind of bend, but I'm not going to hold really tight because I like it to look a little bit, if you notice the ends, they're a little bit straightish. All right, and then that's one curl. I'm not going to spray it right away because I don't want it to be, like I said, I don't want it to be super perfect. I want it slightly messy. So that's from the ears down. I'm then going to go to the back. So I'm just going to kind of bring this over. If you have shorter hair or thick hair and it keeps flipping over, you can just pin this. I am not going to do that because my hair will stay. Again, the bottom pieces have already been curled from my nape of my neck or from underneath the ears down that back part. I'm just going to leave that. And the part that I just, like the ear part, or what would be called the flats of the head, that part, I'm just going to kind of twist it into the bottom of my hair. And notice again, I'm going away from the face, right? So now the second piece I'm going to grab, and if I grab another piece of the bottom, I'm not really worried about it because I don't want a uniform curl. And this is how you would use a wand. And if you're like, do I need to buy a wand? If you have a regular curling iron, you can do the same thing, just don't clamp the barrel down, right? But I do like the wand. It gives it a little bit smoother of a feel because then you're not going to get that bump from where the barrel is, but I can do the same thing with the barrel. The other thing with a barrel and a clamp, it's not always heated on the tip, right? So this doesn't have any clamp, it's heated all the way to the tip, so you just have to be careful about that. And see, again, I'm not going to wrap all the way. I'm just going to kind of like hot and cold. Pretty cool curl, right? Not super perfect. And then I'm just, while it's hot, I am going to comb it out a little. If your hair doesn't take to a curl right away, and it like, or it falls out right away, like my hair will it will immediately take. And again, because I washed it yesterday and I've exercised on it like however many times, I don't even need to put product in it because the sweat and the product that I use that's like right over here, again, I'll talk to you about that, just message me. And I will personally get back to you. But yeah, I didn't like the way that was curling, so I'm just going to kind of go like that. It's going to stay for me. And again, I want to see more length and just a messy wave. So then I'm going to grab the back, and I'm not doing anything crazy. Again, I don't want it perfect. So I'm going to take a big section. I'm going to just curl just to see what this part of the hair wants to do. This is the back. One thing I do as well, the back I'm going to need a little bit more of a curl. But again, like my hair is going to take to this, and I don't want it super curly. So I might break that up while it's hot, kind of go around. Messy, like I don't want a super perfect curl, so I'm just going around again. There we go. I can leave that. And because it's hot, and that was a little bit looser of a wave, I'm not going to have to rake it out. I can just kind of leave it and just take it away from the other curl so it's not like weighing on it. Then I'm going to take that down. All right. And I'll show you, once I get to the front, I'll show you something cool that I do. Because I don't like, the other side of my head is flattening out already. All right. Yeah, so I'm doing a goal setting webinar. So we do this every year, especially as coaches for our team, but also just as new girls coming into the group. Not just fitness goals, but like life goals, like business goals. Are you happy? Is your mental well-being okay? You know, like that sort of stuff. So that's the type of webinar I'm doing tonight. And when I say webinar, I'm really just doing a Facebook Live because it's a little bit last minute and I want people to not worry about them in the camera, so it will just be me on camera and they're going to be able to take notes. So it's a cool workshop. Okay, so right now I know, like, see how this looks a little greasy? If I was I don't care because it's just going to be on camera, but I'll show you what I'll do with that in a second. Okay, so now I'm going to take this next piece. I have from the flats of my head up still to curl. I'm going to take probably 3 different sections. And notice I'm going, if I were to like roller set this and make it more of like a pretty curl, I would, opposed to a messy curl or a beachy curl, I would actually go backwards and like set my head to get a lot of volume and to have a nice soft, big, beautiful wave. But I kind of want something just messy and looks like my hair during the winter doesn't curl, like it's super staticky right now. Not that it doesn't curl, but it doesn't want to, like during the summer, the spring, and even the beginning of the fall, my hair, I can just tie it in a knot and it comes out with these like beautiful waves. And I really like not having to do my hair. so I feel real good about that, but then during the winter, I'm like, what is happening? All right, so you're seeing what I'm doing with the ends, right? How I'm kind of like just wrapping that around. If you have questions about that, ask. I'm not seeing any comments so far. Okay. Now I have 2 more sections here. And I'm just going to kind of grab, nothing crazy, nothing perfect. I was a hairstylist, or I'm still a hairstylist, but I'm just not practicing. I'm retired now. I'm a full-time Beachbody coach. We have a team and a business called From Misfit to Misfit. There will be a beauty academy that goes with that. That's all online. There will just be some fun stuff. I've been working on that for like the last year. And we'll have a podcast too, which will be great. I'm going to take some pieces out of that. All right, last section-ish. I'm going to come underneath just a little and then wrap. And then I'm going to show you, because I really am not liking my left side at the moment. So that, again, the tail end, I kind of want straight. And if I curled it too much, I'll show you what I'll do. Okay, so I want to see how that like is super curly by my face. I don't really like that. I'm going to show you what I'll do. But first, I'm going to take the ends. And I'm just going to kind of wrap them once to make it a little bit longer. So you know when your hair's like, if your hair's straight, it's going to look longer. If your hair is wavy, yeah, I want that straighter. If your hair is wavy, it's going to pop up. All right, so this is, I don't know if you can see, there you go. You can see that, I'm trying to get good lighting, but you can see that this is like super wavy. I don't like the way that looks like right across my eye area, so I'm going to flatten up my bangs. It kind of looks a little, I keep getting text messages, it looks a little like dog hair-ish. So here's what I'll do. Take the curling iron. I'm going to wrap right behind it, the piece behind it, tighter, because I want more volume. So I'm going to create more texture. Do the same thing here. Usually while I do my hair too, I listen to podcasts and like online classes or audiobooks so that I can learn something, because I hate, even when I'm showering, when I'm driving, I hate just standing here and not, I can't do anything else. I have to pay attention to like my hair. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take this and I'm going to hold it out straight and I'm just going to kind of like iron it out, just like you would clothes. And then once I get like down here, okay, I'll wrap. And I'll wrap it into the rest of the hair. Yeah, because I want it a little bit smoother. I like the way this looks, bigger barrel opposed to tighter barrel. And that's just your preference. That's just me, right? On my face. It might be different on someone else's. See, now I'm kind of liking the way this looks, though. Dang it. Nah. Straighten it out. Iron it out. And I'm still going away from the face. Hair's so fun in that way too, right? Like you're like, you can break the hydrogen bond, the heat bond, right? With water, with heat. I don't know what this is doing. If you've ever taken my yoga classes or fitness classes, I also make a lot of sound effects. Why? I don't know. All right. Yeah. And you can move up and down. But you see how I'm changing the angle, like more sound effects. Here. So you gotta switch. Wand. Don't try to curl around it, you're gonna burn yourself. Some people are using like weird heat gloves and all that shit. Sorry if I'm swearing, if kids are around. But if holding the wand, you're gonna go whatever hand, like this is my left hand, I'm gonna go to my right side. So you're just gonna go opposite side, upside down. All right, so that's that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this piece. I'm gonna make it a bigger sweep. Yeah, there you go. Calm down. What is this, Lovey? Oh, no way! Hey, Stephanie. You're with my sister and Christina. What are you guys doing? Yes, Bumble and Bumble is so good with the top bun. So if you guys are rewatching this or watching this live right now, top bun is where it's at. Okay, so that's the curls, right? Takes no time. There are going to be some straight pieces because I was taking like massive sections. Again, I don't want it super perfect, so I'm just going to go in and curl. More sound effects. All right, now I'm going to take everything. I'm wearing this sweater because I got it after Christmas, so I still feel like I can do it. I can wear it in live videos. I almost fell. FNA, man. Okay, I'm going to shake that out. Dirty hair. Okay, pull that apart. Honestly, I'm pretty pleased with the way this looks, besides this. But it will probably fall a little, but I'm going to show you something. All right, so this is the hairspray I use. This is why I don't like this. Perfectionist. Okay, cool. It's called Spray to Mode. I know it's, you know what? I know there's a way that I can like flip this around. Because I saw Shalene Johnson do it last night. It's so weird. Okay, so now you can see that it's in the right Spray to Mode by Bumble and Bumble. Love this shit. Probably don't need all that hairspray. But this will now last me a couple days. Okay. And then thickening dry spun finish. Dude, this will be your best friend, especially if you have finer hair. If you have thick hair, this isn't going to do anything for you. I mean, if you know that if you have thick hair, you know you're probably not going to buy something that's going to create instant fullness and holds airy texture. However, there are some people with thick hair that I would use this on for specific, very specific styles. So my bangs, I use this more as a dry shampoo. And like, I get this like weird separation right there and it makes me really mad. I'll go like that. And if I want like a lot of volume, it's so weird because this is in reverse now. Does one come out? Ready? Yeah, I feel like this is doing something weird. No, maybe I like it now. I don't know. I just sprayed myself in the face. Okay. The last thing I'm going to do is I love volume in the crown. So I'm going to split my hair at the crown. I love Bumble and Bumble. I do not get paid by them to endorse their products, but I should. I was a network educator for them in a network salon for a while. So I do have a lot of knowledge of the products and I definitely keep up with them because I love them. All right. Messier Beachy Wave. And now there's a million other products that you can use with this type of styling, but it's so weird because this is in reverse now. But yeah, this is kind of like, I like to curl it either when it's dirty because it just stays nice. And this will, honest to God, this will stay like forever. Even if I sweat on it, because of the spray to mode and the other products that I have in it, it's going to want to keep that uniform wave. If I go to like, even if I go to hot yoga, if I tie my hair in that top knot and then I let it down and like kind of let it dry there, I can just like restyle my bangs and kind of like curl my hair back and it will stay. I know. Now again, not everyone's hair is going to be able to do that. That's why I said just message me if you have questions. I'm cool to answer that as best as I can. It's kind of hard to like, if I can't see or feel your hair, but sometimes it's trial and error. But I can definitely recommend a Bumble and Bumble hair product for you. And they send samples still online. If you go to their website, bumbleandbumble.com. All right, I'm going to go do that webinar. If you want access to it, I'll post it on YouTube.